Hello, howdy, hello, and hi. How are you doing? It is Tracy Two-Step here with Miss Lori Eggeter over here from the Street of Valor. Yes, from Patriots Inside The Wire. Hope you're all doing great out there. I just want to say a quick hello and get right into the show tonight. We have our whole team here, and our special guest is Henry Turner Jr. himself. I'm going to give you a second. Please share with your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cat, and your dog and say, click, here we go. We're about to roll. Join us in the show. You can engage in our comments. You can send us a question. You can even mess with us if you want to. You can send us all sorts of things, just like old school. That's how we run it over here. So we're really excited about tonight on Patriots Inside the Wire. We are also Two-Step Tribe. Patriots Inside the Wire. The foundation is the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation. That is SGT, don't spell it. SGT2, Sergeant2StepFoundation.org. Tonight, the very first award recipient is with us and has received that award. Not only that, we just finished our very first festival, and we're very excited about all of the veterans, the Gold Star community, and the people that came together in the community on a day that is so hard for so many in our community. And it is all about those people and the heartbeat of our community. And then for me, it will always be about the people. So we thank you and all of you who had a part in that. But more importantly, my heart is yours to every one of you out there. It is full of love, and I know what you're feeling. And I am so happy that we could be there. Miss Lori Eggeter, you've been a busy BT. I just want to go ahead and grab Henry Turner. He's the actual award recipient because I know that you probably haven't seen this yet either. And this is news to everybody. I'm letting a couple of people refresh here. And then I'm going to bring on a couple of other people here, and they are a big part of every one of you will be on this right here. We got Miss Gloria Garcia, MD. I like the MD.
Me too.
I bet we stayed up working like MDs, didn't we? A lot of it work.
You betcha.
Good to see you. Miss Gloria Garcia, MD, is with the board. So, Gloria Garcia, do not let our blonde hair fool you. That's what we will tell you. We know what we're doing. Next up on stage is Mr. Neil Sparkman. Neil Sparkman, how are you doing?
Good. How is everyone tonight?
We are great. I love the backing there. I love what I'm seeing behind you. And thank you again for everything that you've been doing. Wonderful. Now, Miss Lori is the Tree of Valor. She's a dear friend of mine, and we do Wednesdays always. And so this is the first time that I've kind of piled on big to her. So I'm like, hang on, Lori, you know me very well. We'll be great.
Awesome.
Thanks for great TV. So I'm even wearing glasses at this stage. So
Lori, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you too.
Amazing. We'll get into more, and you'll see more about her as well. Just coming off of the festival with Neil Sparkman, Miss Gloria Garcia. Gloria Garcia and Neil Sparkman actually went out to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, literally, to get this award out to Henry Turner Jr. And I have to say this, that I think the biggest mentor I have in my personal heart right now would have to be, hey, bud, I see ya. Remember, we've got an audience that engages, so I'm engaging. Mr. Henry Turner Jr. is a mentor. He is compassionate. He listens. He has a very therapeutic, empathetic heart. He gives to his community. But the fact, I just don't know, there's some people out there that can listen so intently, and they care, and their compassion just shines right through. And that's Henry Turner Jr. It is not just his music, it is him as his heart beats, as he speaks, as he moves about, in everything that he does. You know he's doing it from his heart with love. And so Henry Turner Jr. is not just about that good old blues and playing that guitar. Don't let that fool you. This person deserves that award. So the first person that got the Two-Step Award is Henry Turner Jr. Rab, I see you there. Shout out to you too. You're part of the family. Get it rolling over here. So Gloria and Neil both know Henry Turner Jr. Gloria, I think this might be your first time that you can meet him. Right. And I'm going to go and grab him because he's used to doing shows like probably more than all of us. There he is. I'm just like, boom. Hello, Henry Turner Jr. How are you?
Hello, Tracy. How are you? It's awesome to
I'm
be on the
doing
show.
great. I'm doing
Yeah, I'd
great.
like to greet everybody and say hello to all of you. Great.
Hi,
Exactly.
Henry.
Hi, everybody. Listen, y'all need to go to Two Sip Tribe on YouTube because I am looking at a full screen of people. And I got a sharp dress blue. I got a sharp red, white, and blue. And I got two sharp blondes sitting up beside me. So you need to go to YouTube at Patriots Inside The Wire. And you need to check out what I'm looking at right now and what we're about to get into. Uh, and you will love what you're seeing too. So bring it on. Let's roll. Henry, I'm dragging you right in. You're used to going on a different show with me when it comes to music. This is a humanitarian. This is a giving. This is where we honor individuals and stories that probably will never see the light of day in a mainstream setting. So when we're looking to do the Justice Award, like full transparency, everybody knows I'm going to tell you full transparency. Henry has been very forthright with, jumping back into things and maybe take things a certain way. And when I say that, I mean in the business world, in the entertainment industry, in anything that we were rolling through, maybe take a look at things in a certain way or in a different way. And to remember, we are all very different. We all serve different roles. And so each time I can tell you that I have watched somebody, not just with me, trust me, with other people, most definitely in his community and with people in general. And I don't care. I'm not talking about someone famous on the stage. Henry, I can't even put it into words, literally. Usually I can talk really, really well. You're making me stumble over here. But we've got Gloria and Neil with me, and they flew out to Louisiana for you for a taste of the Deep South. Henry has multiple festivals. You're a musician. You are an entrepreneur. You are a mentor. You're legendary. I mean, in Louisiana as it is. The Baton Rouge theme song is from Henry Turner. We got a library there, Henry Turner Jr. So I'm thinking, what can I say? And man, I'm like, well, no. Let's hear what Henry has to say and show you pictures.
You have said a lot. Believe me.
Yeah.
One thing I can say, Tracy, is that music for me is like food and water. It's just one of those things where you dive in, you get in. It's all I know because it's all I've done. My whole life is consumed of music and the music business. And when I meet people aspiring to be in the business or people that are in the business and getting started with projects, it reminds me of my early days in the industry. And it makes me want to reach out and just see how to get them going and to get them started or get them in a direction that's a comfortable direction for them. Everybody's different. I've encountered all kinds of personalities and people, real big personalities, little bitty small personalities, very creative people, very dominating people. Sometimes people are very timid and shy. One music business entrepreneur told me when I was a young person trying to get into the industry.
What do you mean young? Are you old?
Yeah, very. but that's another story. But the guy told me it was on one of my most frustrating days, and I share this with you because a lot of people, would never guess, coming from myself. But I'd gotten very frustrated with radio personalities and people in the industry because everybody was on the tip where, it was either payola or it was some type of game or it was some favor or something you had to do that no one spoke the words. You had to figure it out. Like, you got to do something to make this happen. And I was coming from a musical perspective, and I told this one guy that was one of my mentors, and he's passed on now, but he was a psychologist, and he had a talk with me that particular day, and he told me, he says, man, he says, you're getting hung up on personalities is what you're doing. You're not understanding that the industry you're in is an intangible, industry. So people have to create personas and facades and all kinds of stuff to kind of make themselves known or put themselves in a position where they're at the forefront of something or whatever, in order to feel important enough to be involved. That sent me on a spiral, thinking and trying to figure out, like, what is he talking about, whatever. And I told another gentleman that was a mentor as well, and he had a record label, and I was working as an apprentice with him. And I was doing talent scout work, A&R work, just a little bit of everything. And I was also an artist on the label, but I was way on the back burner. I was nowhere near the front, so I knew I wouldn't have a release probably for a year or two. And one day I told him, I said, well, we started talking about personalities, and I started talking about radio and personalities and the people I had met and the issues I was having with them. And and he looked at me and he says, Henry, you got to realize, one simple thing. He said, and apparently you have not realized it yet, even though you're having a great time. I can tell, because you surrounded yourself with some great people and playing some good music, and you're over here hanging with us. You're trying to learn the basic bones of the music industry. You're rolling around with these other guys, and they're industry veterans. And he said, but look, this business, he said, let me put it to you this way so you can understand it, because he told you the right thing, but the business you're in is comprised of egos, attitudes, and personalities. Those are the three components that make up show business. You've got to have one of those three to be in it. You have to have, if you have that and you feel comfortable, dealing with that particular type of thing that comes from whatever you have, whether it's your ego, your personality, or your attitude. And if a person has two, then they somehow bypass people with one, and they come forward because they'll find a way to get around or in or whatever they have to do. They have those two. And if they have three, then they're going to be a standout. And standouts pretty much just, they know in their heart and soul who they are, what they are, where they belong, and they're going to find their way to the forefront. And those are the components that it takes to drive this industry. Once I figured that out and started to really study and understand what he was talking about, a clear picture came. That's why I can meet someone with a talent or with some type of personality or whatever, and know right away if they're going to be okay or not, if they can survive the industry. The industry destroys a lot of people. You can look in the news every day. Some of the biggest stars in the world torn down by the music industry. It destroys personalities, attitudes, egos. It destroys people in general. The people that survive it, they find the places that they feel comfortable. They find the things that they feel comfortable with, and they embrace those things, and they put themselves in a position to find other people in the industry that believes the same as they believe. Once you can do that, and you can structure yourself in a manner that you have a safe place. And when I say a safe place, I'm talking a good network where you can operate within and not have to worry about the negativity that might come just from being involved and doing what you do.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You always have great words of wisdom, literally. So it's not just your words of wisdom, and it comes by as you're talking from working with other people. It's just come along the way. When you're describing that, I almost want to ask you, but we're live, so I'm being careful. I'm like, which box am I in? You were naming. I'm like, wait, maybe I shouldn't ask that live. Maybe that's not like question you ask.
I'll tell you this, Tracy. You have an awesome personality, right? Your personality is incredible.
It's not about me, though. You know me. I'm literally.
Yeah, but you have it. You have it. This is who you are. You can talk to people. You can, project You can create. That's a personality. Personality is something that can do that. And create a
That noise,
scenario.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
thank you for that. I do have to have a team in order for things to go well. And literally behind that team, my Wednesday night host here, who's known me for a very long time, met me in a parking lot, literally, the Tree of Valor, Miss Lori Eggeter. So on our Wednesday night, she knows me very well. Mr. Neil Sparkman over here. And you've got Gloria Garcia. Now, you know them. Literally, you've known Gloria for a while.
yes.
And you've got our foundation surrounding you right now. We're only missing a couple of people, and it depends on the time. We'll see. But recently, you had one of your many festivals, and we decided as a board at the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation that our first award recipient, as we go through the different, we'll be taking applications, essays, doing all sorts of things next year. We had decided as a collective group, so it's not just me. I'm going to point that out.
Right.
Neil and Gloria actually flew out. Is that your watch, Henry Turner?
I'm looking. I think it's my phone. I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
going to silence it anyway. I'm going to silence it anyway. I think there's people watching.
I know I keep hearing something, right? Because I'm not even that old yet.
Yeah.
I'm messing with you. Listen. The festival is Henry Turner Jr. is joining us live right now, and you're actually on Patriots Inside the Wire, and you can go to patriotsinsidethewire.com. Join us on YouTube, engage, and you will find this show. Henry has had a lifetime in music, is there in the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area, multiple festivals that participates with the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation. And in that foundation, we have multiple people in the entertainment and music industry that have begun to met you. They've known you, Henry, and watched. And the way that you are and the way that you go about things in your own community, your own decisions, and what you've begun to build from well before I met you. And I don't know how you've known Gloria, and you just heard my Southern come out really bad. However long you've known Gloria, I know it's been a little while longer than me, but we took a good hard look and we were like, man, this individual literally goes nonstop and is putting on things for multiple people, had multiple bands come out for what we were working on. And we knew that you were the correct person, literally, to come on the show for Patriots Inside the Wire. So we offered like Henry, maybe come to your festival. Yes, do this process. So teaching the process. But in the middle of that process, it was because we had chosen Henry for this award. And then Gloria Garcia is also part of 100 Meter Scream the Band, which is Ralph and the Guys. So shout out to them, which played, and Neil Sparkman both flew out to your festival. And I want to know, because I was not able to be there, I want to know in real lifetime when you received, and I'm going to pull up the award here in a moment, folks, so stick with me here. I want to know from you directly, as if no one else in the world is listening right now, when someone handed you what they gave to you, what in the world were you thinking?
I was a bit overwhelmed. I was expecting a certificate and a thank you. And, I get a lot of interesting things from a lot of people. So I was a bit overwhelmed. I was like, what do we got here, first of all? what exactly is this? And once it was explained to me, on the back end what it was, I was really, overwhelmed and amazed. And I was like, wow, for me, it was a moment of, some things you do in life, you're not expecting anything from it, Tracy. Nothing, right? Mm-hmm. It's something that you do every day. You wake up and you do it. For me, it's like if I can get involved and make things happen at a grassroots level, something that doesn't cost me something that I can't afford. A lot of times things are just above what you can do if you're doing a lot. So it's really interesting. I see one of our very cool friends just arrived. What's going on?
That's Batman.
Yeah. but you know, you become really it's like it's something that you expect. You know, you say, well, hey, if I'm going to do this, and this, then I'll probably end up, you know, involved with this, and that, you know, whatever, because it creates and make it happen. You know, I mean, for instance, I'll give you an example. You know, it's like there are a lot of young musicians come around my listening room and they ask me 1,000 questions, and I try to listen to carefully to what they say, and I try to answer best I can. And sometimes I just say, hey, you know, it might be best if you just hang around and watch a little while, you know, because some of the questions they ask are like instinctual questions. It's like, well, what do you do when this happens? Or how do you do this for the just in case? You know, how do you be ready if this happens? You know, so you have to almost like kind of grab somebody by the hand and walk them through that, and they have to have that experience with somebody who's not afraid of the experience, you know, to really get the essence of what it is. So that's kind of where I was that day. You know, it's like I had you know, I was already involved in a lot of different things in the community, you know, and some, like for instance, we had a children's village there that day, and there's a bunch of kids in that village, and they're you know, they're vendors, they're entrepreneurs, they, you know, like ages like probably 9 to like 16 or something. You know, they're all like kid vendors.
And that was
Yeah.
very cool to
Yeah,
walk through
yeah,
that, see them selling their product and how proud they were of what they were doing. And
hmm,
it's, you know, it's one thing that is just amazing to watch because they're fearless.
absolutely. And they're at that stage where, you know they've been given the opportunity. Doesn't cost them anything to be there. It's just get out there and do it. You say you know how to do it. You say you want to do it. Let me see what you got. You know, and so I was kind of in that frame of mind. You know, like going through that in my community personally. And so when this came about, Tracy, and the award and everything was presented or whatever, I'm standing there on stage, you know, Gloria, I don't know, Gloria, she was right there. And I'm standing there and I'm thinking, oh wow, this is interesting. You know, this is a big twist. I wasn't really expecting that because my mind is somewhere else, you know, and you
Yeah.
know, so
Well, doing a festival in general, your mind's everywhere when you're trying to put it on. So
well, yeah, when
that's
you're
why I'm
producing,
curious.
yeah, when you're
You're
producing it, you're all over the place, you know, and
dotting I's, crossing T's, and making sure all the logistics are going the way they're supposed to be going.
exactly. And you're watching for all kinds of situations and circumstances to develop or not, you know, trying to make sure that you're on top of that before it ever happens, you know, whatever. So it's always one of those kind of things for me when I'm there. Like sometimes I'm sitting backstage and I'm looking out at the back of the stage. I'm watching the team work, but I'm looking at the whole facility, and I'm just kind of, you know, casing the place and checking everything out and seeing how, you know, how it's operating and thinking, man, if I had to do this again, how would I do it, or what would I do a little bit differently, whatever. So that's where my mind was at that moment, you know. But as soon as you know, you guys like Neil and Gloria, you know, presented and so forth, and I had the award in my hand, and I'm standing there and I'm just absorbing it all. I'm trying to you know, bring it all in like close to home, you know, because I'm like, okay, whoa, wait, this is actually happening in real time. Let me stop all this other stuff and focus on that. And it was fun. It was fun. It was really good. And
Well, I'd like to show the award right now. So we've got the
please.
whole crew in here. You mentioned you went, whoa, yes, it's Uncle Rhino over there. I called him Batman. It's Uncle Rhino up there in the corner, and you can
Yeah, I
sort
see
of
him
see Lori and
right
I over here in the upper right corner.
uh-huh.
And then we've got Miss Gloria Garcia is joining us and Neil Swartman here, all on the screen. I'm going to show the award really quick. This is that award that was presented to Henry Turner Jr., the
Yeah,
Sergeant Two-Step Award for Compassion, Generosity, and Service. The beat of the brave lives on. That is our, it's not just a tagline, that's our heartbeat going
of course,
out back into
of
the
course.
community to give back to you and say, you have touched lives, and now we want to show how much you mean to us. And so we all wondered, literally, I know Gloria did because this was sitting with me as so you got Uncle Rhino, you've got Henry, and you've got Gloria and I, and we were all speaking somewhere. And this had been there in front of Henry multiple times on purpose. And so we had always wondered, did he notice even one time that it was there?
Not really.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Those people in Baton Rouge are a little slow. You can't expect them to catch up on a whole lot real fast. Yeah.
Exactly. You know the deal, right? You know the deal.
Well, the award actually had a name. We called it the Turner. So we drove from Miami and we like, watch the Turner. Don't hurt the Turner. So it was kind of really funny. We called it the Turner.
Yeah,
it has been all over, Henry. I mean, and Neil, you can speak to it. Uncle Rhino can speak to it. Actually, Lori could too. That flag is not just one that we bought off of a shelf.
No.
That flag is very personal to all of us here right now surrounding you. That flag has been flown in multiple places for good reasons, and that means standing up for what's right. That is not the flag that's mine in my home. That is a flag that was flown out there doing the good work, fighting the good fight for the people, and it was flown. And so what better way to honor others than to hand over something that's that personal, to say you have touched a life more than once, and you pass it on and say thank you for what you do, and thank you for keeping us all going, and we appreciate you in that service to your community. Because if we take care of our own people in our backyard and in our community, you also got this plaque here. But the whole package together, I guess y'all are calling the Turner. That might catch on. I don't know.
That's actually the first time I've heard it. So
first for me too.
I may have heard it. I might have
heard it back of the car that we were afraid to hurt the Turner.
First for me.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good for sure. Yeah, if
you look at, I just want to show you that flag wrapped like that. Like there's been many, 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 many places when you're out there trying to make things better for the rest and trying to take on, Lori knows this, trying to take on something that will not bring someone back, but it will change the lives of others. Whether you want to change a policy, I'm not talking politics, I'm talking about something to save lives. And that is a law that needs to be changed. And when you're out there doing that and you're pounding the pavement, and you know, it's a job. It is really, really hard to try to get out in front of people and get this done. You can't do it by yourself. You end up down the way, and I have met some incredible people along the way that have helped pick me up at certain times that I need picked up, literally. You know, I'm not afraid to say that. And so that's why I say, don't point at Tracy, but look all around you and understand that I could have never done that without everyone that's sitting right here with us. And, you know, there's other people that they're not here right now. So I want to be very clear about that. The whole two-step tribe.
Tracy, can you go back to that last picture that you had?
I can. I'd like to. I was letting some folks catch up there, and then you can all definitely. You've all been on the show, so you know that it's like home. You speak up, and we keep rolling. I'm going to show this. So, Henry, when we were all there in Louisiana with you, here is your buddy.
Oh yeah.
And I knew I was going to use that picture because I knew that darn flag was literally with me. You didn't notice it that night too. It had been with us in multiple locations. You have your festival here, A Taste of the Deep South. 100-meter screens, was able to go and play. Thank you so much, Miss Lori Garcia.
Awesome. We enjoyed them. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you to the team
to do it. Yeah.
Yes, the whole team. And I do have a picture because I want to make sure we show them. That is a 100-meter screen there. And they are there with Henry Turner Jr. So every one of those guys there need a big old hug and a big old thank you out of Tribe, saying how much we love you and we thank you. And here is another one. And this looks like so Neil Sparkman and Gloria Garcia are with Henry Turner. And this is a flag in a flag case that was made. And now you can all fill in the story and tell us Was this before Henry played, and how did you play this out? And I want to know who else has questions here instead of me talking.
So this was when, right before Henry played, his band had just set up, and we caught him off guard because he was still logisticizing. So we had him come up and spoke for a few seconds on what he has meant to the industry, with his publishing, his music, giving back to the community, the festivals that he's running, and just the impact that he's having on Louisiana that's just stretching far out into the Delta now, and he's making a worldly impact with blues and the reggae funk. But this right there in that picture that you just showed was when we dedicated the flag to him, and I spoke about where the flag had been. The flag has been flown in the honor of Sergeant Two Step, Tracy's Gold Star son, at the nation's capital and at the Texas State Capitol with certificates for it. And one of the pictures that Tracy had just a moment ago laid out on her table at home are the two certificates that symbolize the flight of the flag. And for any of those that know, when your flag is flown for a day in the nation's capital, it's a very big deal. And it means something. It means that you did something for our country and protecting our freedoms and our liberties and every little thing that we take value as an American, as a patriot. And so as a veteran, it is one of the most humble things that I can do is to present a flag that has been certificated and honored to someone. And Henry, it was an absolute honor for me to be able to do that for you. And on behalf of the foundation and on behalf of Tracy and her son, and everybody that's out there that is a fan of what you continue to do for community and bringing music into the community. And it's a family thing, and it goes cross genres, cross borders.
Absolutely.
Thank you for pouring into people, pouring into the industry, and giving your heart.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. Thank you, man. Once you explain like where the flag had been and what it was about, man, it was just so powerful. I've told 1,000 people that story about the flag, and it's quite an honor just to have it, and.
Could I say something? I just want to be really clear here because I'm getting the question, like, is that the flag of my son? Actually, it's not. So the Two-Step Act is a law that we've been fighting for quite some time to save lives. And so the Two-Step Act, that flag has been flown in honor of trying to save lives and keep lives safe ongoing. So there is a difference. You do not have my son's flag. What we have is the flag for fighting for a justice that should already be in place. And we were able to go to the top, House, Senate, Congress, to the top. And that is called standing up and fighting for the rights that we deserve as people. So it's the people that can make a difference. And I didn't want it confused with, I have been asked over here, wait, did she give away her son's flag? No, I did not. So I just had to correct that.
That question came to me a couple times by different people.
I wondered. I was like, I'm getting the question.
Yeah,
I wanted to clear it up.
For everybody's clarification, this amazing flag has flown over the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. and got the certificate. This flag flew over the Texas State Capitol and it got the certificate. And that being said, we've told you where the flag has been. But what nobody spoke up to tell Henry is where all these team members have been running around making this happen. And Dr. Gloria and Tracy doubled down and were woodshedding nonstop for about 2 months. I was doing what I'm always doing, dancing in the shadows somewhere. Neil was running everywhere, hitting it. These guys crisscrossed the country from Miami to Dallas, Fort Worth, and back and forth again. And Dr. Gloria Garcia and Neil Sparkman landed there in Baton Rouge to present this to Henry. And when I say all of this effort went down, that's because Henry's worth it. Henry has done the work, and he has been with the heartbeat of the city and the states and the communities and the surrounding region. Way down there, I'm talking about on the asphalt and the concrete, where the tears and the blood and the sweat all mixed together. Everybody's hitting it, and that's where you got to go to the concrete to make the difference. And that's where Henry's been picking up a whole section of this country from right there in Baton Rouge to New Orleans. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there, Henry, but I am, and I have been so proud of you, sir.
Thank you, bro. And I was looking for you too, man. I thought you might be there. I was like, oh, you must be hiding somewhere, man.
If we could have, we would have definitely done that. We literally were trying to take care of a lot of the families for Gold Star Family Day coming, and we had people in multiple areas. Like, how are we going to be able to cover everybody and give each other the same amount of love? And we had to say, okay, this team's going to go here, this team's going to go here, and share the love. So you were getting the love from everybody, but you had the select people that were able to be on site, but you were with us, as a matter of fact, with that exact flag sitting on a table speaking on a panel. That flag was sitting right beside you. So I tried every which way. I had it in front of Uncle Rhino. I had it in front of Gloria. I had it everywhere to say, let's just see if he notices.
And when I'm in those situations, I'm so focused on what I'm there for. It's like
I just thought it was funny.
I'm not looking or paying attention to anything. I'm just normally just on that particular panel you're talking about, my whole focus, man, was just how do we get these people to understand what the particulars are about nonprofits, and how, so they could get a clue or an idea of how to interact, what to do, and if it was something worthwhile for them to be involved in.
Henry, I really appreciated like a couple different things that you said, and one of them was how when you're at an event, you're like kind of like scanning everything, and you're trying to decide, you're really thinking about how can I improve this, or what would I do different? And, and I do that so much. And I really, people kind of give me a hard time about it. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. And it's not that I'm hard on myself. I just have standards. Right. And then as soon as you meet them,
that's the moment. That's the moment.
Right.
Yeah. That's the moment you can get to really see what you put together. Because other than that, it's in your head. It's in your head until you see it happen, and you go, whoa, wait a minute, that wasn't exactly like, so it, that's that moment when you can see it,
Right. And even though I'm in a different, like I don't sing, clearly no one would want to hear that, but in as far as putting together things that would add to other people's events, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still am super, I put just a lot of work into it, and probably like more work than what people realize, but it's because it's like you're the cake, right? And I don't want to say I'm just the icing, but I'm the icing, right?
Is it chocolate?
Yes. So, but the icing's important, right? The decorations are important, but I'm not a decorating committee. I'm insulted when people say that. It's just my point is that every cake needs icing, man.
Absolutely.
Right? Every cake needs icing. And it matters to me, right? You wouldn't give a birthday cake that had, crappy looking decorations, right? You wouldn't, if you went to go pick that up at the bakery and it was like, oh man, this is all wrong. You wouldn't buy it, right? You wouldn't buy it. So,
Lori, one of the things that I always say, it's great when you have a dynamic person doing something, but it's so much better when their team is dynamic.
And I do. I have a dynamic team for sure, because there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that people don't see. And you can't have growth without a team.
No,
I love my team.
Yeah, there's no I in team. It's it's just it's a whole totally different thing. And you got to have those sparks. So you got to have the people that run it, the people that lead it, the people that go out and kick indoors and and prove points and whatever, and all that's the the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. Like I said earlier, show business. It's like those egos, attitudes, and personalities. And if you got a team, you got to have somebody with a big attitude, somebody with a big ego, and somebody with plenty of personality, or groups of people with those things. You got to have it. It's impossible to function without it. You just got to have it.
Right.
And I'm going to step in. So I'm supposed to tell you the band is on a whole different platform over here talking. I'm supposed to tell you that they gobbled up all of your black-eyed peas and loved it. So whatever. I'm thinking like the real stuff, but I don't want to step in something.
It was black-eyed peas, man. I cooked some of those.
Marsha's gumbo.
Oh yeah.
All I know is it says that they literally ate it
that
all.
gumbo, man. The gumbo is such an interesting thing. It's like we deal with Blue Runner. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Blue Runner, but they're a company that do like beans, and they do gumbo, jambalaya, all kinds of stuff, right?
What kind of gumbo did y'all do?
It was based. Yeah, it was basically you have two choices here. It's either going to be a seafood gumbo or it's going to be a chicken and sausage gumbo. And Marsha did the chicken and sausage. And
I am a Creole. I am a Creole gumbo man, my own self, with duck.
Come on.
Oh,
Duck
yeah.
gumbo.
So Henry, I have a special request for you. I have a special request.
Duck
Yeah,
gumbo.
I'm going to, Lori. I was going to wait. I know what you're going to ask.
She's about to go out. She's about to go out. And
I was going to. I am.
The Patriots Inside the Wire's biggest fan, literally their biggest fan, is Lexi.
Yeah.
She is all, as soon as we tell her the show's coming on, she literally is just jumping and squirming all over the couch. So her 16th birthday was on Sunday. She's downstairs listening right now. And I wanted to know if you would sing happy birthday to her.
I would. I'd be glad to.
Okay.
So,
can you sing to her?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear little Miss America. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
happy birthday, Lexi.
We got to get some funk and soul in that one.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm
I
sure
love it. Lexi, we love you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We do. We love Lexi out there. Make sure you got her before she goes down. So we've been at a festival, Taste of Deep South. You have many, many festivals, many things you're doing. You've received this award. For anyone tuning in, we have shown it is a full case, a wooden case that is engraved with our logo. It has the words on there that mean something more than just some words slapped together that you can buy somewhere. Those words are put on there for a reason. So for compassion, generosity, and service, the beat of the brave lives on. So the beat of the brave lives on is part of our whole philosophy in our logo. It is everywhere we go. And with you, Henry Turner, now you are the beat of the brave that lives on throughout what you're doing as a community member and as a, not just a musician, but as just a person in general. So we appreciate you and what you do. And everyone's probably like, well, what does he do? I'm like, well, he not only sings and he has his blues. When I say blues, it's he's in the music industry, television, works within the community, in the library, the museum, and has a lot going on there in the Louisiana, but not just Louisiana. So giving to people, supporting people, and then I'd like to go through and let other people kind of give their spin on what they saw and why Mr. Henry Turner is the one that we gave that award to, rather than myself saying it. So I'd like to start off and let Uncle Rhino, you're on top up there. Go ahead and let Henry know that he is deserving, and we did want to choose him, and there are reasons instead of me. It is a big deal, and we thank you. But I want to hear you. I want to hear all of you.
Well, I think he will agree with me that light recognizes light.
Absolutely.
And when you've been in this business long enough, you see such a lack of it so much that it's really easy to spot the good ones. I work a lot with one-on-one individuals. Henry works with processes and organizations, and he creates pathways. He creates landing places. I'm running around lighting fires in the cane field, and Henry's giving them all a place to go. It's very symbiotic.
No, we just lost.
People like me couldn't do what I do if it wasn't for people like Henry, and having the mediums, the network that he has in place for the broadcast, for the artists passing through to come play at the listening room and be broadcast on ABC, and of course all the festivals that have tens of thousands in attendance. All of these things, and working with Sync and working with this municipality or working with this institution, that's all Henry. And guys like that are fighting for the light on the inside, they're irreplaceable. And when we're not here, you don't always know what it is people do, but you feel what they were doing when they're gone.
No, absolutely.
And that's where we're at now. We're trying to lift it up for those who used to lift it up before us, and for all those who were coming up behind us. And for that, Henry Turner is very much qualified, entitled, and very deserving of the honor and the award that he was given.
Thank you, Randall. I mean that. Those some powerful words, man. Because I say all the time, I feel like I'm standing on the shoulders of those people that were doing so much before me that gave me the opportunity to, network and get involved and do things, together with a lot of great people like yourselves. So those are powerful words that you're saying, man, and it's definitely true. I mean, the light part. Before you came on, I talked about some things about how you can see the negativity in the industry and what happens when people fall into those traps. You see it in the news every day. You see everything that's going on. Nothing is that secret where it don't come to the forefront. And eventually everybody know what everybody had to do whatever they had to do to make happen what they made happen, But when you got good people, you just hear good things. You hear good stories. You hear, all of the good things that are happening. You hear why they're happening, the reason, and you just see forever, vibe on how it's going to get better and better and better, and that's what you're looking for. And when you find that, you embrace it, But thank you.
I like it. I'd like to hear from Miss Gloria and Neil too, and what you'd like to say.
What I noticed about Henry is how he interacted with the people around him. So I saw him interacting with people that not just were in his circle, but people that were a little bit downtrodden maybe, and just needing some help. And that impressed me because I can see that he's genuine. And that's what I noticed, that you were talking to everybody. It didn't matter. It wasn't just, oh, this guy is important. No, you were talking to the people. And so I did pick up on that. And I saw you giving some money to somebody that was a little bit, so I know you're genuine.
Yeah, you busted me. We always have something going on. There's always something going on. And what's really unique.
That's very good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. What's really unique, we started this tradition, Gloria, at one of the downtown festivals we did. And at the end of the day, we would give all the food to the homeless people as opposed to taking the food away. And they knew that. So they would come around and hang around and wait to the end of the festivals. And normally what they do though, they wait and they say things to us. Like they may walk up to me and say, "Hey, I'd like to help you tear down the festival." And I go, okay, yeah, sure. Well, we end at 7 or we end at 8 or whatever, and they'll hang around and they'll say, "Do you need any extra help?" That means that there's other homeless people around, and they'll go get them, bring them back. Next thing you know, it's like we're all sitting around eating and talking. The work is getting done. We give them a little money. They're all happy. We're happy, because we got help. So it's becoming a sort of a tradition. So when you see those kind of things happen, that's exactly what's happening. They're trying
and I knew that was happening, and I was very stressed because we like that. I like that. That was very telling. That's a genuine person, not just a talker. So that showed me that you're the real deal.
Thank you. Yeah, you end up living it. I mean, when you're out there in the public and you're dealing with the public, there's every walk of life. The most important person with the money is going to walk up and talk to you. And then there's going to be that person that like they're just searching for, where do I fit in? How can I get involved? I don't have anything to give, but if I can do something, just let me know.
Yeah.
And that's the good stuff. I love that.
That's the best stuff.
I am so glad that we busted you giving money to someone to help them, and y'all were not about to give me a different story. And I was like, "You're on the wrong show. Today is Patriots Inside The Wire."
It was good money.
It's all good. I'm just making sure.
No, that other one might have been me they're talking about. We're gonna move on. Yeah.
I'm talking about Uncle. No, we're talking about Henry.
Yeah. I was making it rain somewhere. At least it was drizzling. Yeah.
I know that's right.
What about you, Neil? Neil literally went all the way to Baton Rouge, and you got a flag behind you for a very good reason right there. Neil, thank you for your service, number one.
Yeah,
and I have a picture here. This right here is a young Neil. That's a young Neil, everybody. Look at that. Not that you're old, Neil, but you know what I mean.
That's 23-year-old Neil. And there's my mom.
Yeah, and with your dad. Yeah.
So that picture with my dad is in 1997. So he had been out of the Air Force 10 years already, retired 10 years. And so we had to fit him into his blues.
I was going to say something about that, and I just left it alone.
Yeah, no, it was good. So, yeah, some of my favorites. But the wall is my memorial wall. So there's all sorts of people here. You can see it goes pretty good ways. So, Henry, we'll have to get you down here for my Memorial Day bash. We do it up, and we add people to the wall every year at Memorial Day. So I've got from World War I all the way to the current time on my wall.
Wow.
So family, friends, and so it's good stuff.
Where are you based, Neil? Where are you based out of?
I'm in Midlothian, Texas, just south of DFW Airport. So so I'm 35 miles from downtown Dallas, 40 miles from Fort Worth Stockyards.
Give your exact address to everybody right now.
Come on. So this is but back to you, Henry. One of the things I've met you twice now, and you made me feel important, and that's a quality that says community to me. And when you make everyone around you feel important, no matter where they're from, what they're doing, don't know them from Adam, it truly shows that you care. And I always say this to my team and my kids. I just want to be a great human, and I can tell you that you, sir, exude #greathuman. And
thank you, man.
I just want to live in community just like you, and you are a shining example of bringing community together, and just such an honor for me to get to know you and continue to get to know you and learn from you. So
hey, man, the pleasure was mine, bro. When I met you, a couple of times I've met you, man, I was looking at your demeanor and the way you carrying yourself. You know, we all talked about that when you guys left. We was talking about Gloria, and we was talking about you, Neil, and a couple people asked me. They said, "So what's Neil's role in the military?" You know, whatever. And I said, "I never asked." I said, "I never asked," but I can tell you this just by the way he was standing there. You know, he's former military.
If he was holding the flag, I guarantee when we had talked, he did it the appropriate way. So
yeah, you can tell.
And in
you
the
can
Air
tell by the way he
Force.
was, the way he was handling himself. You know,
So many moons ago, I did participate in the honor guard in the Air Force, and I did it for almost a year, and I actually hung it up. A very, very cool story. Are you familiar with the POW MIA bracelets?
Yes.
So I had one. I got it when I was in basic training in 1993.
Wow.
And my first duty assignment after all my training was at Travis Air Force Base in Northern California. I was a crew chief on the C-141. And we had repatriation ceremonies pretty consistently in the mid to late 90s when remains were being brought back from Vietnam still. And I was on detail for a ceremony, and I happened to look at the program for that day. Normally we just show up and do the honors and so on and so forth, but I happened to get my hands on the program for that day, and I read the program and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Colonel Smith.
Wow.
And my bracelet was Lieutenant Colonel Michael Smith.
Oh wow.
Nuts.
Yeah, he had been shot down in 1967 in Vietnam, and he got brought home, and his mother and his wife and kids were there, and I was able to present my bracelet to them, which was just completely unbelievable.
So tough.
So it's when you're
once in a lifetime.
In a lifetime, and so that I take that same spirit, and to me, when we're presenting this Sergeant Two-Step award commemorating individuals, that's the kind of spirit that I want to put into it, and to our deserving mentors and community that's around us. And thank you for being the first recipient. I couldn't think of a better person to give it to.
Thank you, bro. I mean that.
I love that, every bit of how you said it too. I do have a picture, Neil. You sent me a picture. It's like, hey, we're here, we're waiting.
Yeah, we were actually watching Henry right then.
Yeah,
he was on watching with the flavor.
Yeah, with the flavor, he was there, and then Henry. We've got your whole crew.
Yeah,
we've got. I mean, I see Gloria, Ralph, Neil, the whole band for 100 Meter Scream. And then I see your band. Is that your band there, Henry?
Yeah, they were all in it.
Yeah, every one of you. So you see that big old wooden. Where is it now, Henry? Where is your award?
It is right here in the house. It's right across the room from me. Got it sitting here.
Are you able to pick it up?
And I've got the.
Tracy, you working that man to death. You need to leave that man alone.
I want to see it.
I got this one. I got this one right next to me, right? Because I had a feeling I might have to show this one too.
Yeah, I like it.
And the other one's on the other side of the room.
So you've got the other one displayed on a shelf, is what you're saying then?
Yeah. I can go. You want me to go get it? Is that?
Yeah, sure.
Tracy?
You don't have to, hon. You have.
You make that man that we got the guest getting up and walking across the house to go get stuff.
This is important. This is super important, though.
Well, I just want to see it. I mean, it is the first. Yeah,
it is, and this is like a piece of Adam, right?
That's
like
a big deal. Yeah,
it is.
I carried that around like it was a safety blanket. I don't know how to put it, but that was like a warrior shield for me. And Just to see it is like, okay, there it is. There it is. I feel,
Believe me,
it feels good to see it, that it's in good hands.
Looked at. It's been looked at a lot. A lot of people.
Turner.
The Turner.
You had questions, but it's for a good reason. You need to just tell them that there's a badass fighter out there who kept fighting, and his mama still fights, and the whole crew still fights to stand up for other people, and then honor those who make a difference out there in other people's lives. And we continue that, and by doing that, now it is with you. And as we continue on, we already know that you're working within the community, or you wouldn't have the award. So the things that you do, the lives that you've touched, are very inspiring. And there's something we can all look at and see, yes, I like the way you work, but it's more than that. It's about what's in your heart. So when we say that the heartbeat, of the community, I really see someone who is there in the community and a heartbeat of their community as well. So I did want to make sure, though, Henry, because I got multiple people saying, did you give your flag away? And I'm like, no, I did not.
No.
No, you do not have that one. What you have is a very special one that I would say is one that all of us, I made sure each person here has actually been around that flag. And it's gone to many places. So I can tell you that it's got good spirit with it. It's got fighting, loving, hugs, and a lot of spirit that comes with it. So for Henry Turner Jr. tonight, joining us on the show, we've got Henry Turner Jr. himself. We've got Miss Gloria Garcia, Miss Tria Valor, Miss Lori Eggeter. Notice how the emphasis is Eggeter. Mr. Neil Sparkman here as well, U.S. Air Force veteran. Mr. Uncle Rhino says Bottle Rocket Records and Two Step Tribe. I just put Tracy Two Step. Well, we're still figuring me out.
I will say one thing specifically about that trophy. I know that Henry has achieved a lot of accolades in his career, and I can echo that I've been blessed myself and honored multiple times, and I was grateful for every single time that someone acknowledged something or paid me a respect. Absolutely. That being said, the gold, the crystal, all of these things that are on these trophies, they're absolutely beautiful. I know there's a value to them, but I've never seen anything ever put into a physical embodiment like what the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation and these team members have put together as a symbol of the trophy and the honor. I've never seen something that had that many noble hands touch it, and that many people, all for the purpose of honoring one individual who in turn has done so much for so many. That's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said. As we're moving through here on Patriots Inside the Wire, you can only imagine the one thing that I'm being asked nonstop is, where's the music? I literally, I have on every platform, they're going, where's the music? They see us all and they're going, y'all normally play music. So,
Tracy, I'm going to bug out. I just wanted to pop in and tell all of you I love you. I wanted to tell your listeners the same. And Henry, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Most definitely. We're still here on Patriots Inside the Wire. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for popping in. And what we will do is continue forward everything we're doing at the Two-Step Foundation, Sergeant Two-Step Festivals, Foundations, Concert Series, all wrapped into one. And you can check us back out on Two-Step Tribe on that show, as well as Patriots Inside the Wire. So as we're here in the room with Patriots Inside the Wire, still live, I would like to, yes, we're still live. I would like to roll into something for Henry, and that is where we get into the music area of this that I am being asked for. Literally, they're like, wait, y'all aren't going to do any music at all? I'm like, hold up. We are getting to the humanitarian, rolling along. Yes, we need to roll along. So we're rolling along into music. Henry, I always pull up either, I would say, I'd like to at least get 2. And I would say 100-meter screen for going out there is a, a nod to that band for going out there and playing and being a part of this as well.
Exciting.
I think that, I think that one. I think that that's just a given, right? Do we all agree?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have, let me see what I got with you. Right here, we've got, it's 100-meter scream is the band. And I'm going to do your Willie Nelson. How's that one, Gloria?
Yeah, that's great.
You want that one or you want Flag?
Good choice. Willie Nelson's good. Whatever you want.
You know what?
I know that feeling.
I got you. I got you.
It's hard to choose. Hard to choose between songs.
Hang on. Here I go. I'm not even going to ask anymore. Watch. Hold on.
Laced his boots, took the oath, raised his hand, gave us hope. Just a kid, stood so tall, silence where he used to call. Got our flag, but we want our sons. They gave me a flag, hold it tight. Said he was brave for the fight. Don't need a symbol, don't need the lights. Pray for the souls every night. Just want our sons. Got a flag, but we want our sons. Tears are falling, world moves on. Screaming inside while they play the songs. Got a flag, but we want our sons. Sky is blue, feels so gray. Every step drifts further away. Boots he wore, they just sit. Can't touch his face, can't handle it. Fought for a dream, red, white, and blue. Cost of freedom, they won't tell you. A mother's heart never heals. World is turning, no big deal. Got a flag, but we want our sons. Tears are falling, world moves on. Screaming inside while they play their songs. Got a flag, but we want our sons. They don't see his face when they salute. Don't feel the holes left in my roots. They talk about honor, they talk about pride. Who's gonna hold me when I cry? So loud, feel so cold. A hero story left untold. Why the brave have to die so young? Got a flag, but we want our sons. Laced his boots, took the oath, gave his life, lost our hope. Folded tight in my trembling hands. Piece of cloth I don't understand. Want my son.
That is 100-meter scream right there. Rendition of Flag. Making sure your settings are all there. I saw your there, Neil. Yes, that is the song Flag. That is the rendition. Gloria Garcia here is one of those with 100-meter scream. That is a rendition that they did, Henry, of the song Flag. And I'm glad that you have it now. But I want to move towards Henry Turner Jr. And everybody's always looking for, well, what recognizes Henry? Number one, Baton Rouge, for sure. But you also have Music Is My Life. And I'm very, very, very curious. If you were to tell me, I've got 3, and you were to tell me about the 2 that I should play for you, what would it be?
Well, I think Music Is My Life probably would be something you could play. It explains a lot, you know.
Okay.
People ask me a million questions. Baton Rouge is a banner song for me. It's, you know, it's just, I hold up the Baton Rouge banner because I'm here, you know, and I've had the opportunity to tour and do a lot of stuff in and out of the country. I feel good about that. Baton Rouge is my hometown and my banner, but Music Is My Life is my mantra. That's my, you know, that's who I am, what I am. You know.
All right. Music Is My Life. That is a song with Mr. Henry Turner Jr. Henry, is this all you? You wrote this one?
Yes.
All you. Music Is My Life. You know what? I don't think I've ever written. Gloria and I recently have been able to write together, and that was I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So anytime someone like grabs and like, hey, let's try to do something. I'm weird like that. I'd rather stay home and write a song than go get out. So Gloria's like that too. So we did that. Music Is My Life with Mr. Henry Turner Jr., who is here live on the show on Patriots Inside the Wire. Tuning in, go to Patriots Inside the Wire on YouTube. You can check out the full show. Again, patriotsinsidethewire.com does have all of your information as well as the show too. Music Is My Life. Henry Turner Jr. is right here with us, and here we go. Let's see what it is.
Music is my life. I made my sacrifice. Yeah. Music is my life. I made my sacrifice. Yeah, I did. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna do my best to jam on anyway, because music is my life. I made my sacrifice. Oh, yeah. Music is my life. Yeah. Made my sacrifice. Oh, yeah. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna do my best to jam on anyway, because music is my life. I made my sacrifice. Oh yeah. Music is my life. Made my sacrifice. Oh yeah. And I don't care what nobody say.
That is music is my life.
I think that says it all. That says it all.
I had to do it. It's for Henry. I can't listen. I'm looking at this screen, everybody. Y'all need to go see Patriots Inside the Wire, the YouTube. You need to check us out. I have a really hard time, and it doesn't mean, yeah, it does actually. If it's got a good groove, a good beat, and it's a good song, I can't sit still. So you're moving. I can't help it. You have great music, Henry. Just the vibe, everything about it. I'm like, how are they sitting still? It's just, hard. I don't know. So
very hard.
Whatever it is, it's inspiring. So I love it when music can move a person, and that is the therapeutic side of it for me. The heartbeat of the lyrics, number one. I mean, Lori here was begging multiple people, multiple artists for a matter, like, will y'all just somebody write a song? And I'm like, what are you asking for? And she's like, I've asked these people, and it's for her daughter. And I was like, I'll do it. She's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I'll tell you soon, but I'm coming back, and I am, and yes, and I'm proud of it. Number one. Number two, I don't think it's secret anymore. Number three, I was more than happy for Lexi to have not just that song, but she'll end up having however many songs she wants. So for our families out there that want the same, I'm not kidding you. There are families out there that have lost their loved one that they want to hear a song written with their child's name in it. You can get in touch with me, and I will happily do that for you. I get just as much joy out of that as I do creating the song. So giving to you, I can give that to you. So that's where I get the joy out of it. Now, Henry, music is my life. You were right. It pretty much just speaks and tells me exactly what it is.
Says it all.
Music is your life.
Self-explanatory. And I've already made the sacrifice.
What? Yes. I like that word. Well, sometimes I like that word. At what age did you start in music?
Oh man, I'm not sure, Trace, because as long as I can remember, I've been involved. I thought I was a songwriter when I was probably like 6, 7 years old. I wasn't writing songs, but I thought I was. I thought I was a songwriter.
Well, we'll just say, all right, he came into this world writing, singing, playing, all of that good stuff. So we love that one. Moving on right here with Henry Turner Jr. and your music. You mentioned Baton Rouge. How far are you from the Shreveport area, by the way?
I'm 4 hours from Shreveport.
You are?
Yeah, okay. Shreveport is 4 hours north of me.
Okay. I was wondering if someone else too, and I didn't know that answer, so I was curious.
It's a very long drive up I-49.
Absolutely.
It is. Well, I want, it's a whole nother show, but yeah, Shreveport and I don't get along very well, so I don't think I ever want to go back to that area. Shreveport it was interesting, I'll tell you that.
Well, we have an event there. That's why I'm asking. So.
Oh yeah,
it's a border town. It's a border town for sure.
It is yes. We will talk off on back channels, Lori.
We have two moms. We have a mom who's doing an event there that her son.
She was just at our event. I know who you're talking about. She came down and she was just at our event, and we connected. And she was one of the Gold Star mothers we brought up on stage.
Okay.
So we recently. Yes, we recently hosted her at our Gold Star Sergeant Two-Step Festival this past weekend, and she was on stage with us, and we'll be able to share pictures later. But her family, her whole family, you know how I am about the siblings. So when she looked at me and said, "Can the kids come up?" I was like, "Absolutely, you better grab them." And then we've got Cash standing in the very back, bigger than Uncle Rhino. I took a picture just to prove it. It's not here right now, but I was like, "Oh my goodness." It is true. My guy, my son, we're talking about my son. But yes, I know who you're talking about. And she did meet us. She was on stage. My heart was there as a family member that day. I didn't even think twice about anything else except we are at Gold Star Family Day. And she is someone who called me and said, "Am I allowed to come even though?" And I said, "Absolutely." you know,
she's having an event though on
Yes.
November 2nd.
Yeah.
And so like a walk or something for her.
Well, we'll have to get that out like a flyer or something because everybody's going to be like this.
Yeah, she does. She has a flyer, but yeah.
Yeah. If we can get that, we will definitely circulate that around. But she's beautiful. So we got to meet her and her whole family there, and I'll share some pictures with you. So I'm glad that you brought it up. Tell her to get you something, and we'll get that circulated around.
It's on her Facebook page, so
okay.
She's actually honoring another young man who also took his life, and I think I just had it up here a second ago, but I want to say it was close together when it happened for them.
Yeah. So for everyone out there right now, if you or anyone you know is in need of help, I want you to call 988. I want you to pick up that phone. It is okay to not be okay. And I want to tell you that there's someone out there that's going to pick up that phone rather than show up to a service. You need to pick up the phone and talk to a person that wants to be there right now. Please call 988 if you or anyone else is in need of help. That is something I have to bring to you. It's something I've lived through, losing my brother the same way. And I know about that walk. I'll get that information out, Lori. For me, shout out to her and her family. I got to have a flyer and information because this is going out national to people.
Yeah,
so I will be sure. Yeah, that does not help.
No, but it's her son's name is Ollie, and the other young man is LeBron.
Yep. Wow. They had the shirts on and everything. We were like advertising. I wish you could have been there and you'd be like, oh, that's why she's saying. Yeah, they were wearing the shirts. Like we had it all over there at the event. So her beautiful son's face was, I mean, they were all wearing the shirts. So we were highly promoting everything. So she's only 11 months in. It'll be 12 months and that she's doing her walk. And that is a Gold Star mother. So a mother who no longer has her child that was serving active duty did not come home. I'll stop there and say, we take care of our people. And that is Mia. So shout out to you, Mia. And Ollie, it will be hitting at a year. And I know that's I don't care what year or date it is. It's always a rough time. Even when you get to what people call Gold Star Family Day, which is what this past weekend is. I'll be really honest with you. I'm still anxious. I still get to where I'm not okay. So doesn't mean I'm doing anything. It means that no matter where I'm at, staying busy was good for me. We just did our festival, but that same day I had anxiety. I had moments where I needed to just step away. So I understand it as a parent. I understand it as a sister. I understand it as in every way you can understand that. So we connected to them in a great way. And I was so glad that we did. With Henry Turner Jr., the flag that we gave you is one that when someone sees injustice and they find out something's going on, you have two choices. You can lay down and you can cry, or you decide to get up and you have to do something about it. And when you get up and you do something about it, sometimes you encounter different things that it's a journey along the way, and you have to stick to that. And if you want to see change, you do have to have people get up, and some of us can't. So that's okay. You reach out to the ones who can. But what I'm trying to say is when you get up and you do that and you go and you're trying to create change, it won't bring someone back, but it will change it so someone else who has done something for all of us, the freedom of speech we have, the freedom to get out there and say, no, what if it's positive, negative, good, bad, ugly, you get that freedom. And that freedom comes with the ultimate sacrifice. And I know it as a mother. I know it as a family. And so I will always be there for those families before I'll be there for a music event, before I'm there for anything else. If I'm not there for people, I don't need to be there. So that's the biggest thing in my heart. That's how I feel as a person. Like I need to be there for the people. Yes. So Henry Turner, what advice and what do you have that you would say to give? Because we do get a lot of people out there who are in that path on this show. They're looking for the veterans. They're looking for Dr. Garcia here, who's worked at a naval base, they're looking for Henry Turner Jr., who stays involved with the people. They're looking for those people who care.
You know, my advice would be to find the strongest people you can in your community, link up with them, and stay close to them, because you'll glean strength, and you'll find direction, and you'll definitely find purpose. And if you can find that, then you have a definite positive reason for being here. You know, and a lot of times all it takes is just getting people involved. I think a lot of times when people are left on their own by themselves in dark situations, you invite in, you know, like the whole dark side. But if you, you know, get them in the mix, get them going, get them engaged and involved, then they can see the light, and they can see, you know, the forest for the trees. They can kind of pull themselves out. And, you know, I always say it's best that if you can motivate somebody to pull themselves together as opposed to you pulling them together, it will last. You know, if you have to do it, then you might or might not, because what happens when you're not around? So you got to find whatever is in them and push that button to make them, you know, get involved again and do what they got to do.
I like that. Thank you for that, Henry. And then we've got one in here. I got another of Henry's that I'm going to play. And then we always usually end with one that I let Lori end up picking, because she's like the sampler. She's like one of the first people. And she reminded me of something that I was like, dang, I forgot I even had that recently. So she's always one that's like, wait, go back. And we're talking about music here. So when you have people that you let sample different things, you're just trying it out on. Gloria is a new recipient of this. I think Neil might be recently just trying out, you know, songs and songwriting. I know Henry's gotten a few, like literally, not my recent stuff, but I'm going to go into some of Henry's work here, and I'm going to play it. And then there at the end, normally what we do is let Miss Lori Eggeter over here with the Tree of Valor, who's with me always on our main broadcast. You can always find us at patriotsinsidethewire.com. You can go to our site, Heroes Media Group. Big shout out to you. That is our home base for our broadcast. And of course, 107.5. Right now, you got Mr. Henry Turner Jr. right here live, the award winner and blues humanitarian community recipient from the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation.org. Sergeant, don't y'all spell that? SGT2 Step Foundation.org. That's what it is. And Gloria knows it because we've typed it in. So check that out. I actually employ you to do that, Lori. Lori, I want you to check that out. So Henry Turner Jr. is on with us, the very first person. Your first is always a big deal, right? Like the first is a big deal. So it'll never be forgotten. It has that personal touch. And I want to make sure as we move forward, as everybody on this screen close to me, we keep the personalization with us, because if we can't have our person with us, we keep the personalization of giving it back out into the community. And we do good that way. So we're always with you. We're always thinking of you. We see you, we hear you, and we say your name. And that's what we say on this show, that these families, you know, whether yours is there or you're going through something, you know, reach out, get a hold of somebody, because life is precious, life is short, and we want you to be here. So again, Henry Turner Jr., the award recipient, is with us here live. Here is his song.
Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, y'all. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, yeah. It is a capital city that nobody can refuse. One more time, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Oh, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. It is a capital city that nobody can refuse. You're gonna have a good time, like it or not. It's a good feeling that everybody's got. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge.
back at a night. It's a good, good feeling that the whole town's got. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Yeah. It is the capital city that nobody can refuse. Oh, let me play it one time. Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, yes, Baton Rouge. Nobody can refuse. I'm gonna tell you one last time. We're like a teenage city. We're almost grown. If you visit one time, you're gonna make this your home. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. You will love it. Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Come on, y'all, visit Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. Oh, you can't refuse.
Oh yeah.
On multiple channels here right now with Henry Turner Jr. live with us, and you just got to hear Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. That is like the theme song, literally. Henry's walking in a diner somewhere, and someone will be like, "Is that yours?" Yes, it is. That is Mr. Henry Turner Jr.'s song, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, and that would be one of the most probably recognized songs, I would say, for you. Correct?
Oh, absolutely. And it's funny you said that walking in a diner, because I was in a diner 2 weeks ago, and I was at the counter ordering some food, and this lady just looks over and she goes, Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge. And everybody just laughed, and the whole diner was everybody's like, wow, okay.
Well, if you knew this show, somehow on every show with Lori, something happens to me where someone's like, wait, that just she's wanting to laugh her butt off. I know she is. She's like,
I don't know how. I don't know.
We don't know how, but somehow it's like telepathically, I'm with the people, and then she brings them in, and I'm like, man, I don't know. It just happens. People connect in different ways, right? I love it. Every bit of it. Miss Gloria Garcia made the full trip with the whole band. Yeah. With the Turner. I want to remember that. With the Turner.
It's a whole other show.
Yeah, we might. Yeah. Hey, that'd be a good show. I'm very curious. I am very curious. I'm very curious. I didn't know that.
Should have filmed like Gloria. That's the Turner in the back seat right there.
It was hilarious. This is like, who has the Turner? Don't drop the Turner. It was a running joke after a while. It was funny.
Yeah. I can only imagine the car full of you going down. So now there's going to have to be a song. That sounds like a song waiting to happen for me.
You cannot imagine, no.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I can see it. I'm literally seeing it. I see that song actually as it keeps going. I bet you anything. I'm just glad that you were able to go, and not just you, but Neil, you were able to go and understand the importance behind what we were handing over to say. We appreciate you and everything you're doing as well. And so Henry Turner Jr., we appreciate everything that you do and you are. Usually I rap and say, I'll do a song, and I let Lori pick, and it's usually us in here with other individuals. So I'll kind of go around the room and say, do we want to do a blues type one that we can play for Henry? Do we want to do Neil knows about one recently that someone out there was needing to hear the words to it, and got that one. And actually Gloria did too, as a matter of fact. And it's the one that Miss Lori Eggeter found and said, wait a minute, where did this come from? It doesn't have to be that one. It doesn't have to be that one, but I'm saying
I love that song.
Henry. Oh, are you talking the one that says damn in it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about?
It was Raise.
Oh, you're talking about Raise Up the Brave, the anthem for the brave.
I love that.
We did that at the festival. We did play that one.
I told you should.
We did it at the festival, but for Henry, we went with I Left in Here, either Keep on Moving because it's very bluesy. I also left Damn, I have Southern Women that I'm technically not supposed to play, but we're at the end here and I could. And Whisper to Jesus. So I've got Henry. Ooh. Do you want bluesy, keep on moving? Do you want
let's go
more
bluesy.
of a spiritual, send me a sign? Spiritual?
Let's go bluesy.
Do you want to hear what I think is bluesy? Or about Southern women? I'll give you the bluesy one that I think is bluesy. So just for you, we'll do this one. Lori, it's the one that's I don't give a damn that you're talking about that you sent back to me. So
I do like that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. She sent it back to me. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to like spell it out. Here we go. Keep on moving fits the theme for everything that we're talking about and everything that we're doing. We have to all keep on moving, keep on going, make the standard higher and better to where we can meet people and bring them with us along the way and not push people out of the way.
That's correct.
Okay. We have got to do that. That is so important. You never know on any given day what somebody's going through. And that one thing you do shatter their world. So I want you to be careful out there. There's so many people that just that one little thing. And I don't want that to happen. And I don't want you to experience it. So trust me, keep on moving. It's all going to be okay as long as we take care of each other. And here is that. She'll pop back in. She does that a lot. I'm talking about Lori Egger. She hit a button for keep on moving. Here with our team still here, Neil Spartman, right here, Miss Gloria Garcia, and Henry Turner Jr., our first person to receive this award. Here you go. You chose it. Here it is. You tell me. I should have never said this is blues right in front of Henry Turner Jr. I will not say what I was about to say. I'm going to shut up and play the song. Here we go.
Keep on moving, but love are gonna leave scars on my soul where no one can see. Been knocked down, but I ain't beat. Tired eyes, heavy heart, still on my feet. I've had all the heartbreak stealing my sleep, but I still wake up, I still breathe. You think you know me, honey, please. You don't know the fire burning underneath. I gotta keep on moving, moving, moving. Ain't no chains ever gonna be holding me. I'm never gonna let you take another piece. So I keep on moving, moving, moving. Watch out now, 'cause you don't know where I've been, what I've seen, or who I had to be. Go on, go on, go on. Stay away from me. I've danced with shadows. I've talked to ghosts. Held my breath when I needed chicken.
All right, I'm not hitting applause for my own song. I'm not doing that. That's a little too cheesy.
Awesome.
Lori backed out on us, and she's asking us to play Damn. There's a whole story behind the song that she wants to end and play with. It is totally up to all of you on this screen right here. I am saying, I see you. Shout out to Rav, the front man, who did an incredible job. Most definitely. He too last night said, this is the one on the way down to the festival. And I said, man, I'm going to have to get a hold of Henry because all this I'm doing, and Neil and Gloria, and there's a lot of people to get a hold of because we're all so busy. But I got to start getting a hold of and doing some things if I'm going to be getting called to do shows. So, Henry, I got the question asking, when is Henry doing his next show, number one? And what do you have going on? And will the Sergeant Two-Step Festival, we were just asked, be having its next festival? What do you say, Henry?
Well, my next festival that I'm involved in, I play on Sunday morning, Sugar Fest. It's a festival about sugar and sugar cane and all the sugar products and stuff on the west side of the river in Baton Rouge. And it's something that I've been doing for about 6 years. It's not my festival, but I play every Sugar Fest. Yeah, and
we got to get you here or there or wherever we are. We got to get you in one of our festivals.
Absolutely. Sure. So when is the next Two-Step Festival that you?
I was going to ask you.
Okay, that's a good question. So we need.
I'm teasing you.
Gold Star Weekend next year for sure. But
we're always going to do it then. But our concert series.
We need to look at calendars. We need to look at calendars.
We will link our calendars.
We actually announced on the at the festival this last weekend that our next show will be much larger, and it will be at Fort Hood in Killeen, Texas, as we go to the military base. So our goal in the foundation over the next 12 to 18 months is to hit between 8 and 12 military bases in the lower 48 with tribe artists and our friends and mentors coming along with us. And
joining along festivals as well and concert series. Like you mentioned around Memorial Day, Neil. So there's always one that is thrown there around Memorial Day. That will incorporate that and do something for the people. We're always looking to do something to get involved in the community. And then we'll stay tuned to what you have going on, Henry, and we'll have to coordinate calendars is what we'll have to do.
Yeah, that's
what if we can't get that coordinated to do one together. And if we can't do it together, to at least be at yours this time so we can all be there for you at yours. Because I know...
And same thing. Once you guys identify one, I'll try to. If it's something that I can get to, I'll try to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you know what I think is going to happen is that we'll talk on back channels, but we all have something that we know is coming up in Texas, and I think the smart thing to do is we will talk on back channels about doing something along that same time frame, and that'll be about the same time I would want to see us maybe. This is a maybe. Do an award, Neil and Gloria, and it happens in Texas, and it brings Henry to Texas. So without saying what that is, because we need to talk, there may be an opportunity there that we need to start talking about. So we will talk on some back channels. I think we're all going to be at something in the near future.
Yeah.
So before we coordinate schedules, that might be a great idea, Henry. So I'll get on the phone with everybody and we'll do that. As we're closing up on Patriots Inside the Wire, is there something that anyone would like to say and leave anyone with? And we do always leave with a song, so don't worry. I see the comments coming in. Yes. And yes, it's Rab. So make sure everybody tune in to what we have going on. There is a lot going on, and we are very appreciative to Rab, the front man, and everyone else that was there at the Two-Step Festival. And there is a lot we're working on. And I see you, Rab, and you got it. Like trying to put on a show, like a local show. So I've got it on my calendar, and I will get to you on back channels, I promise. So the song that Lexi is waiting for, and Rab and the others are telling me, and it's Henry's show. It has the word damn in it, or it's Send Me a Sign, and it's also up to Neil and Gloria. They're saying play that damn song.
Well, maybe we can close out here and play the song and fade out. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think one of the closing comments I have tonight is you know, living in community is everybody's responsibility, and continuing to love on one another and provide and mentor and inspire. And the days are tough, the days are long, but just remember that your family is all around you. It's not one person. It's love, invest, and invite in one another, and the rest of it will take care of itself. So it's an absolute honor to be here tonight. And Henry, I can't wait to see you again in person. So hopefully it's sooner than later.
I look forward to it, bro. I mean,
Most definitely. Gloria Garcia.
It was an honor. We had a great time, and we're taking the Turner back.
I love it. We're going to end up writing that song. I'm telling you.
Now we have to.
The Turner.
Yes, the Turner.
Do it.
It would be fun. I would
Yeah.
love to do that. That'd
Love
be
you,
fun for
Henry.
you.
Love you. And we love what you do.
Thank you.
We really, really
Love
do.
for all of you.
And shout out to Eric Cager, because he's a good friend too.
Yes.
Yes,
Shout out
yes.
to Cutting Edge, Eric Cager, who I've come to love.
Yes.
Tell him that Tracy Two-Step gives him a big old hug and says hello.
And 100 Meter Stream gives him another hug.
And 100 Meter Streams backs that up with Gloria Garcia and Neil over here. That I actually was going to load a picture. I actually think he's one of the nicest cats. That's also very easy for me to read. But I enjoy being around him and just poking. You know, Henry knows me well. I enjoy just being able to be around someone that could take something and, you know, you'd have to be there. But Henry knows what I'm getting at, like just the little pokes and going, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So sometimes you don't have to say too many words. It's sometimes being in that room and maybe a reference or a moment of connection.
Eric is a very magical guy. He brings.
He is a trip. I think Eric is amazing.
And he's a smart guy, very smart.
I still want to know who I am. So he says he's got a whole file on who I am. I'm like, I'm still looking. So if he'd like to share that, I'd love to have it.
No, he's good. He's good.
I love it.
Read on everybody, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. I was told that I'm not special. It wasn't just me. He does a whole file on everyone, literally. So nobody's a little bit special. Henry, to close it out, and Neil and Gloria, it's either Don't Give a Damn, and Henry, you're included in this. Send Me a Sign is more spiritual. Southern Women on that one, or there's another one that I just completed called Favorite Song.
I want to hear this. Don't
spiritual
give a damn.
Or Don't Give a Damn. I know that Neil and Gloria have heard that.
Yeah, let's go. Damn it.
Damn it
You
all.
want what?
Damn it.
They both said the cuss word. All right, Henry. I'm going to listen to Neil and Gloria. I only listened to it because last night for Rab. So shout out to Rab, who is having a day today, who said, I want to hear that. And I said, yes, sir. Here you go. Henry, this is Don't Give a Damn. And I know there's a few people in this world are going to hear this and go, dang it. I know her well enough to know this. So here it is. Don't Give a Damn.
They take and they take till there's nothing left. Leave me broken, heavy, out of breath. Every smile they wear cuts me down inside. but I won't let them steal what I can't hide. I'm tired of the noise, I'm tired of the pain, I'm tired of the sunshine that feels like rain. I've given enough, now I understand. I'm standing here and I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what they say about me. I just need a little time to finally breathe. We're all crazy, we've all lost our minds, but I'm letting it go, leaving it behind. I don't give a damn, I'm taking back my life. Every word they speak is a weight I've worn. Every chain they built, now I've been torn. But freedom calls like a midnight flame, and I won't bow down to a crooked name. I'm tired of the lies, I'm tired of the game, I'm tired of drowning in borrowed shame. I've carried too much, now I understand, so I whisper loud, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what they say about me. I just need a little time to finally breathe. We're all crazy, we've all lost our minds, but I'm letting it go, leaving it behind. I don't give a damn, I'm taking back my life. Take it all, I've got nothing to lose. I walk alone, but I walk with the truth. Say what you will, I'll still stand. I've learned the strength of not giving a damn. I don't give a damn what they say about me. I just need a little time to finally breathe. We're all crazy, we've all lost our minds, but I'm letting it go, leaving it behind. I don't give a damn, I'm taking back my life. I'm tired, but I'm free. I don't give a damn. I'm finally me.
Wow.
That is, I don't give a damn.
Where do those pipes come
Name of the
from?
song. That is the name of the song. I was being asked, what's the name of the song? I was like, I don't give a damn. Like, that's the name. It's been a great night here at Patriots Inside the Wire tonight with Mr. Henry Turner Jr. on everything that you do, everything that you inspire us with, your words, your wisdom, your community, the compassion, all that you have, that you've built with. I have to personally say thank you as well. I do know that I've leaned quite heavily on asking opinions and things. Miss Gloria, it has been wonderful working with you, and business-wise, one of the smartest women that I've met. I'd have to say that I also applaud when women lift up and support each other like that. I say that you are that woman, and I appreciate you. Neil Sparkman, thank you for your service, your support, your families as well, and everything that you're doing out there to make a difference, not just in music. We're talking about in people's lives. So to everyone here, I say we take it back out to the community. We grab each other, get a hold of something, do another festival, and bring it all back in there. Shout out to Leroy Romans. I see you there, hun. And thank you out there, Chief, for everything that you're doing. That was Rab's favorite song. So I was told that when they came down to the festival. So Rab, there you go. You've got it. You're having a rough day or anything, just put it on and touch base with me. Henry Turner, thank you for joining us on Patriots Inside the Wire, this show. And I'll be seeing you soon on Two Step Tribe, our music show with all of you. The Sergeant Two Step Foundation.org. That is SGT2. Don't spell it. SGT Two Step Foundation.org. Like to say good night. Everyone say good night or good morning, depending on where you're at.
Thank you for everything, Tracy.
We thank you. Everybody stand by as we're closing out and saying maybe good morning, maybe good night. It just depends on where you're at this point.
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Two Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant Two Step, sign us out. Let's load up and roll